My name's Donna Ho, and I was born in Ontario, in Kitchener, and my mom passed away when I was 3, and so my dad took my sister and I to Jamaica, and that's where I spent the next 10 years of my life. Being, again, brought up by a single dad, moving to a country that, we didn't know the culture, moving to people that we didn't know, like we didn't know our grandparents or any people in Jamaica. And then my dad being kind of, depressed and sad, about losing my mom and all those things. It was really, really difficult. I was one of those kids that had no guidance whatsoever. The only thing that I was told was to get home before the street lights came on, and basically I could go anywhere, do whatever I wanted. And it's kind of like, people would say that I was spoiled, but it wasn't even being spoiled, it was just a lack of love. I had no boundaries, and I could see that all through my teenage years. Like, I could do anything I wanted, anytime, anywhere. There was no discipline, and it really came through later in life. Like, you kind of play catch up then, right? I did have an aunt who, in Jamaica, who was Christian. She had, her kids and her husband and stuff. So I spent some time with them, but it didn't really mean much to me at that time until later when I had my kids, as an adult and everything. And then I realized, oh, she was just really trying to help and stuff. And it's just at the time that I was getting close with her and her children that I ended up moving back to Ontario at the age of 14. And that kind of went downhill when I got back and stuff. So, and at the age of 40, became a Christian, got baptized. By that time, Kira was 10, Blake would have been about 14, somewhere around there. And they were at their grandmother's, and I was going over to pick them up. And I just kept hearing this voice, like as I was passing the church that I had gotten married in, I just kept hearing this voice to go turn in. And I turned in there. It was a Sunday evening, and they were actually having a service. So I went in, I had on like a baseball cap and a torn up t-shirt and, old track pants and everything. But I went in, and they had a group there, and they were there giving their testimonies. And I went in, and then at the end they had an altar call, and I went down, and that's really when I believe that I got saved that night. And then that was it. Just started going to church a bit more often. It's not like we just wake up and change instantly. We still have things that we're going through. I had already gone through a divorce. And what I didn't know is all this time that my mom's mom was a Christian, and she was praying for me all these years. So I guess, no matter what, if we're praying for somebody, just keep praying. I think we're made for relationships, and I did not have relationships growing up. I had people around me, but I didn't have relationships. And what God did is he gave me some kind of a peace inside when I started reading the Bible. And it's unexplainable, unless somebody actually experiences it. It's just, they just won't understand it. I wasn't as restless and, just searching for things and trying to figure life out. I guess when, I had lost Blake, when he passed away, that one was really, really difficult. There were times, when I was a bit worried about Kira also. In the end, I know that, God is merciful. He, there's grace, and he has brought me through everything. He's been my comforter. I have faith that he will carry me through no matter what it is. God has been good to me. Yeah.